Hello there everyone and welcome back to Better Than Wolves. My name is Gord and as promised, I did a little off-camera work. This is the chunk carved right to bedrock. You can see the bedrock chunks down there. And I've set up a water wheel to power the whole system, and I have created a tower of power just within the chunk. Because I have been distracted by an idea that we're going to implement today. And that idea is the pulley. We are going to experiment today with the pulley. And that experimentation is going to be done in this shaft. Ironically enough, all the work I went to carving this out and the whole project, the thing I'm going to work on today is not actually related to that big bloody hole in the ground I've just carved. There we are. I'll put the pulley right there for now. Now pulleys are powered... Oh, I forgot my anchor. Darn it. Anchor... Okay, so an unpowered pulley just drops the rope. A pulley receiving power from a extensive power system here. Perfect. And then that'll be the one that'll actually control it. And then we fire it up. Boop. And theoretically, there's enough material in here to control the whole works. Did I bring a lever? A lever would have been smart as well. Alright, I gotta go get some iron, a stick. Alright. No, it's 3 smooth stone and 1 iron, right? Yeah, alright, there's our anchor. I've got two kicking around somewhere, but obviously I've left them somewhere. Cobble on me? Yes, I do. Okay. And boom, a lever. Okay. So, pulleys are something we've never really looked at. I've vaguely alluded to them in the time that I've been playing, but I've never specifically talked about them. So, pulleys lift things. And that was not an adequate quantity of material. I need a couple more of those. Those are made from wood. I should show you how to make those. Hopefully I have some extra lumber up here. I have the reeds on me that I need. They require wicker and wood. There we are. That'll do. Not ideal, but I only need a couple more. I left the reeds behind in a box. Hey, has my reed farm produced anything? Ha! There we are. Problem solved. So the only block that the pulley can directly interact with are these scaffolding blocks, they're called. Scaffolding blocks also have the additional benefit of being something you can actually scale. I've forgotten the recipe, haven't I? There was something... Huh. It's definitely not... That makes a block of wicker, which is not what we're looking for. Let's just make a bit more wicker here. Wicker. I don't... Was it... It might be a TNT recipe of wicker. Nope. Darn it all. Now I'm going to have to go look. Alright, just a second. It's always a silly little mistake, isn't it? Alright, so it does require 5 of these, 5 wood, and 2 wicker. There. That's a platform. I could have 2 more logs here. Oh, there was a lever in there too. So, as I say, these are the only blocks that the pulley can directly move. However, that having been said, my recollection is that there is something else very cool that these can do. And we're about to test that today and see if it's actually the case or if I'm going to have to rethink this. So, there's our... excellent. Now then, the question is, okay, You can place tracks on here, obviously, and you can place carts on said tracks, obviously. The question really just comes down to one very simple thing. If I unpower this, will that work? I think it's going to. Now you're actually able to ride these in theory, but in practice they are, well, glitchy would be a major understatement. So this is how I intend to move minecarts vertically in this system here. The minecart is going to be carrying non-critical resources vertically, like dung, for example. It'll carry the dung to the very top of the system. It'll also carry, if I build extra farms, reeds, whatever. Next question. Yes, it works. Okay. So a redstone torch underneath the platform will indeed power said platform. Okay. That is excellent news. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Because that brings us to the next project, which is creating a automated cycling system for this. So the reason I'm doing this, let's just see how accessible this lower area is. The lower I can put this, the better. The problem will be wiring the torches if I... No, you know what? If I do this, I'm just going to be making my whole job a whole heck of a lot harder. So we're just going to declare this to be the bottom with my stone bricks. We'll get the one on the other side in a minute. We're going to have to clear this out, of course. But so what we want is a system that is going to power these torches, or the redstone, I should say. Oh, crap. That is something I was concerned about. I thought I'd taken care of all of them, but obviously there is still a problem left. Wicker is flammable, which is also a minor problem. So hopefully I have left enough... Oh my gosh. Okay, come on, go away. And yes, you all know the problems I've had with lava around here on various projects. So I'll have to keep an eye on this and make sure this does not ignite, because that would be terrible. So I need to punch... I want this set up to handle 4 separate departure venues, potentially. Now, of course, it's going to require a little bit of finagling, but the important thing here is that we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 torches, and each of them is going to be powered by a single redstone dust right there. That is then going to be pointed Go away. Darned lava. Perfect, that should do it. So dust comes out in a round. Okay, nope, no. Just stop it. Okay, excellent. Alright, and just an extra ring right here. I mean, this is me. I'm just planning for the future. I just wanted to make sure that the bedrock would allow this little trick, because I didn't actually take the time in advance to make sure this would work. So the really important news is that this does not require access to what is it? It doesn't have to be active all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't matter that some of this is crossing chunk boundaries. The important aspect is that it is going to function. Oh, well, all right then. It's a darn good thing that I set myself up to be fire immune here. That was a good idea, David. All right. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I think right about here. Oh crap, yeah, see, this is what I was afraid of. Stop burning. Yeah, I was afraid that would happen. Alright, well for the moment, that's everything of importance, but I'm obviously going to have to push this fire back a little further. I think that's from when I left things sit for a bit. I'm just, we don't actually need this whole thing. That was just for safety, if nothing else, but obviously safety is out of the question now. It's okay. These are the ones that matter right now. Actually, this is the one that matters right here. So right, this is within range, so I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, okay. So the actual wiring is going to go right over here, which is going to require a little work getting rid of more lava to make room to work. Oh god. Stop. 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 Yikes. Alright. I forgot just how much time I had spent getting rid of lava here. Okay. So this is obviously going to be a little bit more complex than I had planned. I will have to figure it out. Okay. So what we're going to need is a detector block, because we don't want this thing to trigger until the system is in place. Now the detector block needs to go into a monostable circuit, which is going to go right in here. I think I'm just going to have to use a repeater. In fact, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Nice. What was that? Oh, just a notification. I had a better idea. We will... Yep, that'll work. Bring it around through here. Nope. Not through there. Stop. Stop. Good. Boom. All right. Cool. So the signal is going to come in at this corner now. That'll work much better. And it's going to be an inverted signal coming in. Again, it doesn't matter that the chunk... Oh. That's still too far, is it? There. That is all 4 torches inverted. Okay. Alright, so this needs to generate a signal when it is powered. Exactly like one would expect, but unfortunately, it's going to require us to do a little... I suppose I could do... No, we do need it right there, unfortunately. Let's do it this way. We'll just test it. We'll test it by removing the block that it's seeing. Turn off. Perfect. Okay. So there's our on, off. This is just a very tricksy... Oh, hold on. Let's just make sure we're having cross-contamination, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay. There's only one solution to cross-contamination of this sort. All right. That is not cross-contaminating now. Good. So right in here is where we're going to put our monostable. All right. More gravel work. Let's see. So much lava to deal with around here. I actually had a heck of a time. Ooh, also the lava, getting that away from my getting it away from those would be a good thing. All right. Yeah, keep away from my mechanical stuff, you stupid mess. All right, so what we want to do is we just want to pulse these on for a few moments. So we're going to use a pulse generator, a monostable circuit more precisely. We don't want it to be too short because we need it to be just long enough to launch the cart, but not so long that the cart will arrive. You'll see, you'll see. Okay. So that signal needs to go into this dust right here. What did I do with my redstone? Oh, I used all my redstone torches, and I didn't bring any, Right. Of course I didn't. Why would I bring something important like, redstone dust or torch sticks with me? That would just be intelligent. Alright. Well, let's go upstairs and get some sticks and get this. Oh, I don't have any repeaters either. Dang it. I don't know if I have any sort of in stock right now either, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. Yeah. So yeah. There won't be any in here either, I don't think. No. All the raw materials, but none of the actual hardware. I actually forgot. I did bring a whole bunch of materials back from the... I made a run out to the end gold farm. And came back with all sorts of materials to make more repeaters and stuff, but you think I'd bring any of that with me? Or actually make the darned repeaters? No, of course not. Why would I do a silly thing like that? So we'll go make a whole bunch of repeaters quick here at the main base. And then we will go on to what the other hardware sitting in my inventory is going to be for. Because we want this thing to operate in a cycle, and that cycle is actually really important, is going to be quite important. We need this, it's a precisely timed cycle. We need to make sure that we accomplish certain things within the window. There it is, okay. Let's make a whole bunch of nuggets. Looks like we're making 9 today. And a whole bunch of torches. It's going to be way more than we need, but we needed the torches too, so... And we'll just use some of the mid-level stone just to finish it up. Okay, there we go. Repeaters. Okay, that's everything we need. Alright, onwards. This is definitely going to be a multi-part episode. I got a lot to do here. But we'll go over... What we'll do now... What we'll do for this episode is we'll go over the timing of the departure system. I want to get that finished today, and then in the next episode we can... In the next episode, we can get the rest of the system going. Or the other details on the way. And of course we're going to have an equivalent system on the other side. I don't have a safe fall built in this area either. Is there anything else I need to bring with me down there? Oh, there's the anchor I was looking for. Nope, nothing. Alright. Going down. Now then. So first thing we need, which is the part we've done, is we need a launch trigger. And that needs to happen immediately. So the launch trigger goes through a monostable. Which will be, actually this will be the end of the monostable right here. That's what we'll do. So we need a repeater. And that. Torch. I thought I heard something go splat. I've actually seen some slimes around here. Okay, there's that. Alright. So then this comes around into here. Alright. So what'll happen is there'll be minecart up here on arrival. Now we might as well build the rest of the track that's going to be here. Alright. Oops. Right. This is actually kind of important to have right. And then there'll be track, and track right there. So that should be... Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Right, it needed to be an inverted monostable. That's why I did it the way I did it. Details, details. Okay. We'll do it. We'll pop the signal out there, there, that. And there's that signal. There's that one. And then we can definitely have this come down a little more efficiently here. No sense in wasting redstone we don't have to waste, because that'll just come straight in there. Okay. So on arrival, the rail is unpowered. Don't really need it to be a chest minecart right now, not for the purposes of testing. So it will come out of there. It will roll down a hill. And we're actually going to need this to be a powered hill, which for reasons you will see a little later. It'll just make things a little easier going forward. And then it needs to go into around a corner, probably over, because this is for this chunk, so it needs to go into this chunk. And then we are going to have the return line, which is going to start as an unpowered. There. Okay. So it'll come around. Temporary systems. We'll replace some of this later. Alright. Let's see if this works the way I hope. Just drop a torch right under this block right here. No, that that block being powered could be problematic. So let's just put the torch right beside it. No. Right. Not cool. Actually. Yeah, no, right. It does need to be sloped. Okay. Perfect. Okay, that will go there. Let there be light. Alright, so arrival. The thing drops into place. Close enough. It goes around and it does its thing, and then it is launched, and it comes back to here, and it waits. Empty or full, doesn't matter which. Goes to the loader, goes to the emptier, doesn't matter. So the other part to this is it goes to a... This same signal goes to a block dispenser. Now I just have to figure out how to do a delay timer on this. So that pulse signal right there can go to here. Nah, that's not even necessary. Actually... Ooh, I've got an even better idea. I need some iron and a pressure plate. I don't have the materials for that easily available. And actually it doesn't matter because most of these circuits are only going to have one card on them. So what I'm trying to avoid is this thing going... Actually, now that I think about it, I have the solution. There's only ever going to be one minecart on these circuits. So, we can use a little knowledge on this. There we go. And that's still going to create a problem, so we're going to have to move this over by 1. We do not want there to be extra power going to the track here. But we need the braking system. Alright, go here, here, up and around. Oh, and then this one, those need to be on by default. Oh, and somebody is texting me. I'll check that in a minute. Sure, it's nothing that can't wait a minute or two. And then now go there. And then the signal will come here. So by default, this one will be off. But on arrival of this thing... Actually, no, when the... Yes, okay, so yeah, when this thing arrives, it will pulse on for a second. Now, if I've done this right... Come on. That's supposed to be attached there, not here. That goes there, that goes there. So we generate a pulse. Hey! That should not be generating that. Why, where, is that still too, that shouldn't be creating a interference there, should it? No, that shouldn't be happening. I'm getting some sort of undesired interaction going on here. Is this redstone just too close? Let's see. No. No, no, no. That's not what I told you to do. Alright, so if I break this and put... It's generating some sort of block update. I don't like that. Don't want that to happen. Alright, fine. Fine, we'll just make it more complicated then. Damn thing. There's always bloody something. Alright, well hopefully it'll be able to pull this off. Go up. And oop, down right there. Down right there. There's our powered line. There's our corner. Good. And then it's just going to do the jump. And that should work. And then, yes, this will be inverted. Exactly as planned. No. No. For God's sakes, Minecraft, really? Huh. I wonder what will happen if I do this. It works-ish. Boy, that's weird. Oh, minecarts, you so stupid. Okay. So what we do need is a timer that controls how quickly the cycling of this occurs. Oops. But that will be a project for the next episode. What we will have, though, is we are going to set up a lens as a vertical signaling unit. So the lens will send up a signal from this guy right here, and that will go up into a delay circuit. That delay will give enough time for, basically, for the minecart to finish moving before it starts moving this again. So it doesn't have to be long, it just has to be probably a few, even just a few repeaters will probably be enough. See, how much delay do we need, Min? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a minimum of 5 ticks, so maybe 8 ticks would be enough. We'll figure that out in the next episode. For now, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.